Put 6 strangers in a room with no instructions and no leader. Give them 10 minutes and one task to figure out together. Within minutes, without anyone appointing anyone, one voice starts carrying more weight than the others. People turn toward it. People pause before speaking, waiting to see what it says first. Nobody voted. Nobody was told to lead. And the real answer for why this happens so fast is far stranger than confidence. Sociologist Robert Bales studied exactly this moment inside small leaderless groups. He sat outside the room and simply counted who spoke, how often, and how the group reacted to each voice. He found leadership wasn't announced. It was assembled, sentence by sentence, out of who talked most, who got answered, and who got ignored. Within a single session, a hierarchy formed that no one had consciously built. Why would a group need this so badly that it builds one within minutes, without being asked? For most of human history, a group without direction was a group in danger. A hesitating band facing a predator, a storm, or a rival tribe didn't have time for a vote. Someone had to decide, and the group had to fall in line fast enough to survive the decision. Groups that produced a leader quickly outlasted groups that argued too long, generation after generation, until the instinct to sort a crowd into leader and followers stopped being a choice and became something closer to a reflex. That pressure didn't disappear. It's still running quietly underneath every meeting, every group chat, every classroom project. Here's the strange part. The person who emerges as leader is often not the smartest one in the room. Psychologist Cameron Anderson studied how status forms inside small groups, and he found something uncomfortable. Confidence predicted who rose to the top far more reliably than actual competence did. People who spoke early, spoke often, and showed no hesitation were treated as more capable, whether or not their ideas were actually better. Anderson even found that some of the most confident voices in a group were, by objective measures, among the least accurate, and the group rewarded them with influence anyway. The group wasn't rewarding intelligence. It was rewarding certainty. Think about what that means. Your brain isn't running a careful audit of everyone's qualifications. It's scanning for a much older signal, who moves like someone worth following. Evolutionary psychologist Mark van Vugt has argued that this instinct is ancient, wired long before organizations, titles, or elections existed. Early humans needed to identify capable leaders instantly, using cues like height, vocal tone, and sheer assertiveness, because slow deliberation could cost the whole group its life. Van Vugt's research found that physically larger, more vocally dominant individuals are still, today, more likely to be perceived as natural leaders, even in contexts where physical size has nothing to do with the task at hand. His work also points out that voters, employees, and teammates alike consistently rate taller, deeper-voiced candidates as more competent, regardless of what those candidates actually say. That's why a tall, confident voice in a business meeting can out-influence a quieter expert with the better answer sitting right beside them. Your brain isn't being naive. It's running software built for a world where loud and large usually meant safe to follow. Notice this next time you're in any group, a project team, a family decision, a group chat deciding where to eat. Watch how fast someone starts directing the conversation, and watch how quickly everyone else, including you, starts deferring, often before anyone has actually said anything especially wise. You are not simply choosing your leaders with careful judgment. Part of you is still standing in that ancient group, scanning for the loudest, steadiest voice in the room, and quietly deciding to follow it before you've even weighed the reasons why. So the next time 6 strangers sit down with no instructions, and one voice starts carrying the room within minutes, remember what's actually happening. Nobody voted. Nobody was told to lead. Something older than the room itself already decided who would.